Okay, I recently did a video on the PSP Go in terms of my thoughts on the device and the fact that I would more than likely like to have one. JLS1114 had made a comment that I should have done something on the features. Now, understand that the PSP Go will not be available for another month at the time of this recording. It'll be out October 1st, and I really don't know much about it beyond what I've been hearing, and the most information I've been getting is from here at Wikipedia. So I'm just going to run over what we have here. So this is just the PSP Go, model PSP N1000. I don't know why they numbered it that, but anyway, is a version of the PlayStation Portable to be manufactured by Sony, blah blah blah, scheduled for release on October the 1st, 2009 in American and European territories. It was revealed prior to E3 2009 through Sony's QR VOD service and blah blah blah. Essentially what's going to happen is it will not replace the 3000. It's going to be sold alongside it. So here's a little picture of it for anybody who's curious. That's open and closed. This is also going to be available in white. So we have our manufacturer, product family, PlayStation type, handheld games, so forth and so forth. This is a release dates for anybody who's interested. October 1st for North American and European, and for anybody who lives anybody who lives in Japan that might be watching this, November the 1st, 2009. Media, digital distribution only. If you go back to my PSP Go video, you will see that the only way to get media for this is by digital download. We got an MIPS 333 megahertz processor. Memory stick micro, 16 gigs of internal flash, 64 megs of RAM. Now, controller inputs, 6-axis and DualShock 3. We will be going over this in just a moment. Connectivity, Wi-Fi, we've got 802.11b, USB 2.0, and Bluetooth, that's a new one. Online services would be the PlayStation Network. If we go on to features and design, it says here, unlike previous PSP models, the PSP Go does not feature a UMD drive, but instead has 16 gigs of internal flash memory to store games, video, and other media. This can be extended by up to 32 gigs with the use of a memory stick micro M2 flash card. Now, I'm going to stop here real quick and just say that, if you had the 32 plus the 16, and you have 48 gigs of flash, that would far surpass the iPod. So if anybody's looking for an iPod alternative and has the money, there you go. Unlike previous PSP models, the PSP Go's rechargeable battery is not removable or replaceable by the user. Excuse me. The unit is 43% lighter and 56% smaller, than the original PSP 1000, and 16% lighter and 35% smaller than the PSP 3000. As you can see here, we got a 3.8-inch screen with 480 by 272 resolution. This is compared to 4.3 inches on previous PSP models, so the screen's a little bit smaller, but it shouldn't be anything big. It's certainly it's still a heck of a lot better than what we see on the Nintendo DSi. The screen slides up to reveal the main controls. The overall shape and sliding mechanism are similar to that of Sony's Milo COM2 internet device. Now, in case anybody's wondering, just on a tangent, that's basically a mobile internet device based on Linux. You can get more information on that by, if you type in Milo, and the result you want is Milo and Sony in parentheses, and there you go. Back to the PSP Go. With connectivity, like previous PSP models, the PSP Go features built-in Wi-Fi and USB, but also supports Bluetooth connectivity, enabling the use of compatible Bluetooth headsets and tethering with Bluetooth-enabled mobile phones. This will also enable users to connect and play games using a 6-axis or DualShock 3 PlayStation 3 controller, or you can connect a Bluetooth headset. Now, I'm going to stop here and say this. If you're looking for a PS3 and a lot of the titles you want could be found on the PlayStation Network for the PSP, I'd say get the PSP. It's considerably cheaper. You can hook it up to a TV, and you can use the 6-axis, and it would not be exactly the same, but it would be similar to the PS3 experience, and you would save $500 in the process. So, you know, that's worth looking into. With games, because the PSP Go does not feature a UMD or Universal Media Disk Drive, games are downloaded from the PlayStation Store. While other PSP models have included the ability to run games and demos downloaded from the PlayStation Store, the PSP Go is the first for which this is the only means of distribution. Now, I'm going to stop here and say this. I checked. You can get PlayStation Network gift cards in anywhere from $10 up to $50, and they are available at Best Buy. So if you want to hop on down to your local Best Buy, it's just like the Nintendo points. So, except that Sony doesn't use a point system, they use actual cash value. Currently, there are 3 ways to access the PlayStation Store. The PSP Go can directly download to itself, or users can also download and then transfer games from a PlayStation 3 or the Media Go software on Windows-based computers. Now, I'm glad to see that the PSP Go can download directly because, for those of you who do not know, I am a Mac user, and so, you know, unless I would have put Windows 7 on here, the software would be useless to me. All current downloadable PSP and PlayStation games available for older PSP models will be compatible with the PSP Go. Sony has also confirmed that all UMD-based PSP games released after October the 1st will be available for download, and the majority of older UMD-only games will also be downloadable at the time. So that's pretty much it. What do we have here? Oh. Plug this in, otherwise I'm gonna... That's pretty much it as far as the PSP Go is concerned. I personally am really looking forward to this device. This is going to be great. For current PSP owners, I can understand your frustration, but for those of you who do not have a PSP yet and are not willing to... Let's put it this way. I've got cartridges, and now in the case of DS game cards, I don't have too many DS game cards, but I've got cartridges all over the place, and I think that Universal Media Discs are just something to stack up. I mean, yes, you use them for the media, but when they're not in use, where are they, you know? It's just... I just think digital download is the way of the future, and I'm glad to see Sony really taking this seriously, and I'm all for it. I'm all for the PSP Go and the downloadable services. Thank you for watching. Comments are welcome. Insults against me will get you blocked, and have a nice day.